I know that I'm different, self-motivated, self-disciplined, yeah. I learned from my experience. I just want someone.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode from Boys to Men. I'm your host, Terry, Mr. King, and I'm back at you with another episode from Boys to Men. I got a special guest on today, man. This young man, I don't know if I can say young, but you know, young King.
Yeah, talk that. Keep going.
Keep young King coming in, drop some knowledge on us, man, today. This dude got lots of going, man. I found out he's on the top 40 for 40.
Yeah, talk about it.
He said he's the number one.
Motivations. We keep going.
Can I keep asking more?
What? Keep going.
Hey,
man.
he had the shades on. He said, you know what?
Hey.
It's too, hey, he said he's too bright for this
keep going.
over here, you know, so he had to take them off.
Good,
you know,
man.
He blinding me right now. I can't hardly see. I want to look over at him, but
I'm gonna tuck the chain in.
I
got you, because I thought everybody was.
Well, let me hold the watch too.
Man. Now that's crazy, right?
Hey.
Debo,
hey, my bad. But yo, I'm gonna allow this man to introduce himself. But y'all in for a treat today for Boys to Men. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now weighing at 225. Peace family, peace family, peace family. It's your neighborhood hero, neighborhood Spider-Man, neighborhood everything, man. Look, community leader. Man, I feel like I should just keep pouring into it. When I speak of me, I feel like I'm someone who really gives back, someone who really uplifts, but I'm not even going to dig too deep in this until we get the interview started, because I feel like this is going to be a spicy interview. He might get the most views out of all his videos on this video. So let me chill, man.
Okay. Man, Taki. Oh yeah, his name is Taki Brown, everybody. He didn't even say that.
Taki me.
Yeah,
that's
Taki Brown.
Taki Brown, ladies and gentlemen. My clap set, right?
Hey, man, he better than Apollo Creed, so called. I see. Man, he used to float like a butterfly, thing like a bee.
Cap.
Oh, you just said
I said I knew how to box, man. I didn't say I was an award-winning boxer.
Man, you're close enough, man. Hey,
no, don't worry.
Speaking into existence, man.
No, I don't want to do that.
Well, Taki, man, give a little bit of your background and everything. Tell us where you come from and everything. Cause look, are you from Florida?
No, not from Florida, but I feel like how the phrase go? So Jackson, Tennessee raised me, but Florida made me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Cause Tennessee, you up there with them Grizzlies?
I'm not even into sports. No, I grew up.
T Grizzlies, the rapper.
T Grizzlies from Detroit.
Man, I thought you from.
Man, stop playing,
man. I thought you
Come on, man.
I thought you from Jersey.
Come on, man.
Oh, from Young Dog then, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh, dog.
Hey, look, you see the merch, the land. Come on, man. Come on, man. We paying homage to the Kings.
You right. Ain't like I'm looking at the shoes. Yeah, I ain't seen the shoes, but look, you got the white, orange, and blue threes on. I thought he was a Gator fan, so I was like, oh,
nah, man. Hey, it went with it, man.
I feel it.
Yeah, we stand on principle, yes, Lord.
Oh yeah, so go ahead and tell me about yourself. Tell me about it.
So I'm originally from Jackson, Tennessee, born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my days.
Hey,
what is that? Sitting out back and relaxing, all cool.
He missed the whole line. She was some b-ball outside
don't
school.
matter. That's the problem. See, your issue with it, you feeling like I missed the line when I didn't miss the line just because I didn't fall victim to your stereotype or what you feel that the music should be. See, I was defined by greatness. See, I'm someone who takes a situation and changes it in a mind. I'm a visionary. See, we're not the same. You say, oh man, you missed the line. Or did I just change the line to fit my reality? But that's cool though. We ain't even gonna go there.
No. This was almost all about.
We ain't gonna dig too deep because at this point I'm getting offended.
Cause you didn't say my line the right way. I'm messing.
Man.
Hey, matter of fact,
yeah.
You ever heard that interview with Jamie Foxx talking about Kanye came in there and he tried to do all this zoo? He said, no, sing like this.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, sing my line. And look, and then he was like, man, he ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
That song was number one for how long?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to it, man. Chill, you getting me distracted.
Hey, I like this dude energy, man.
Hey man.
He could be the Carlton to my fresh friend. He is kind of short. It's okay. but my man, Miss Tennessee.
What a restaurant at?
It's over this one.
Alright. But nah, I'm originally from Jackson, Tennessee. I grew up an emo kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. You see that distracted you. No, I grew up emo.
That's actually not.
A lot of people, they be like, what? Because they see who I am now. They'll be, yeah.
I understand because everybody evolved over time. But everybody I feel like, I'm not surprised because a lot of people I know are emo kids.
And then.
This is Florida, you got.
Ah, that is Florida. See, I'm from Tennessee. That ain't too normal for me.
Yeah, true.
See, I grew up, I cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Hey, you already know, hey, Papa Roach.
Hey, man.
The scars remind us the past is real.
I thought you were about to go into Hot Chili Peppers. The scars are beautiful.
Nah, look, that's more other shit. But
No, I was Nirvana. Nah, that was me, man. I grew up, high school years were horrible for me.
What?
Horrible. I used to get picked on.
We all did.
Man, they used to roast the crap out of me. See, this is before skin color was 100% acceptable. See, growing up.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 26.
See, I'm 30 though, so I'm
Come on, I turned 27 this year, so just 2 years. You know what I mean?
90 babies. We
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Growing up dark skin, it was the roughest thing ever for me. Kids call me everything under the sun.
They call me half-breed, but
They
I'm like,
legit
I'm all
call
black.
me under the sun. Like,
Shit. I didn't tell people I'm brown skinned because they're like, oh, you light skinned. I say, no, I'm the best of both worlds, baby. I can be Keith Sweat and Drake whenever you want me to be. But I understand
man,
being black at that.
they used to call me. They're like, man, Taki, you know what you remind me of? I was like, what? They was like, you know when you speeding on your bike and you stop real fast, a little black line up? That's you. I was like, oh, man.
Words.
Yeah, but I couldn't fight it, so I just took it. I was like, man, these kids are harsh.
You were a little chubby back in the day.
I was. Oh, they got off. They got what you trying to make fun of me?
No, I just.
No, I'm trying to figure out what time you on.
Hey, just because you fight now don't mean nothing.
Oh, all right.
Like I said, from boys to men.
From boys to men.
You dad beef with I'm messing with you.
He said, well, the old and the new.
Because look, to be honest, if we met each other back in the day, we would be the number 10, basically, because I was skinny as shit. So I got picked on for being too skinny.
You calling me the 0 and the 10?
You said you was chubby.
No, are you bullying me?
Old David's not hard, my bad.
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
But yeah, no, just where I grew up at, it was so crazy because I felt like it was a different type of environment, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people ain't making fun of, kind of like, what's the name of that movie? Sorry if I'm quoting wrong. I think Saturday Night Lights, was it Booby Mouse or something?
Oh, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a lot of hometown.
Friday night.
There's a lot of hometown heroes where you see somebody that's destined for greatness and they just get stagnant because what they say that hometown fame, it got to be a sickness.
Yeah.
Especially in our community because, you know, a lot of times, you know, people get so trapped in this illusion where they're afraid to leave their environment. You know what I'm saying?
Because they think
if I leave here,
I'm not going to be who I am.
What he say? What he say? I'm paid for. I love the game.
Yeah.
I love the hustle. You know what I'm saying? If I leave here, they still gonna love me, man. So there's a lot of that. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I grew up. My high school friends been murdered. You know, friends went to jail for life sentences. And it's just so much trauma that I saw going on. I didn't realize till I got older that it was trauma. You know what I'm saying? I come from a strong mom. She worked, 3 jobs. No, it was my mom, my stepdad, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But they worked a lot. You get what I'm saying? So
I know exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah, so I come from this strong. My mom's one of the strongest people. I know she endured so much. I'll tell people all the time. We used to have breakfast night, and I used to think it was like a celebratory act till I got older. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, man.
So it's a lot of situations you learn from, and as I got older. You realize that a lot of the trauma that you grew up with, seeing friends pass or seeing friends go to jail, that's not necessarily the norm. That shouldn't be the norm.
And it stuck with you for a long time.
Yeah, until I got older, I was like, yo, why am I so aggressive at times? Why do I feel the need to, if someone disrespects me?
Lash out.
Yeah, lash out. I have to take this to the furthest degree. I have to be prepared to die behind this false precinct that I'm so much of a man that I can't allow anybody to try me. I'm so much of a man that how dare they disrespect me. In our community, we're willing to kill somebody if they disrespect you.
Boy.
And that's one of the saddest things ever. You're willing to take my life behind disrespect?
And they just learned.
Come on, man.
Boy, you been listening to my podcast, haven't you?
Man, stop playing, man.
Y'all man, serious.
Yeah, and it's disturbing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's one of those situations where, you know what I'm saying, I got a job. You know what I'm saying? I moved to Florida. You know, it was either, you know what I'm saying, like a heads or tail. Do I stay here in my environment or potentially lose my life to gang banging or get involved in the streets where drug dealer is at? Because, you know, it's like in that young man life where they reach that pivotal point. Either you're going to go this way or either you're going to go that way. You feel me? This way, you know what it's going to lead to. You know what I'm saying? You'll get the money, the cars, the girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of time watching this interview, they was like, a lot of the youth follow the drug dealers. They follow X, Y, and Z because they can't see themselves going to school as a lawyer because they never seen nobody else above them.
They know what I'm saying? And
you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you got to be the first in your community.
Yeah, you got to be the first. You got to be the first. Like I said, we're going to dig into it in this interview, but I caught so much heat and hell because even to this day, I never truly got a full mentor. You know, a lot of people, they be like, oh man, who your mentor? I'm like, I didn't have one. You know, I went through a period once I got to Florida. I basically was trying to beg for a mentor. I was begging for a mentor. You feel what I'm saying? But I couldn't find that. I couldn't get that. So instead, as I'm growing on my journey, I'm hurting people along the way.
What? Yo, you know, you speaking to me right now because low key, I was in your shoes a while back.
11 and a half?
12.
I got 12. I wear 12 too.
12, 13.
Okay, now I got you keep going though.
Yeah. But no, like, when it comes down to mentors and stuff.
Yeah.
Because back when I was in California, I was used to network marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be around certain people, which actually, like,
Yeah.
helped me grow my perspective and flip my paradigm into a whole different level. And like, I had mentors in. When I came back here, I was like, man, I ain't got nobody.
Yeah.
And I keep looking around for somebody, boom.
Mm-hmm.
And then last time I came back to school, since then I was like the J. Cole of the bunch, how I put it. I was like, I'm big bro and still live bro at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up becoming that mentor to other people. I was like, dang, I'm going to try to find a mentor.
Yeah.
And I'm just mentoring people. You in the same boat.
Yeah.
And I respect that.
Yeah.
Man,
listen, like I tell you, it's so.
Huh?
Water. Yeah.
It's in the Starbucks.
Okay, cool.
Hey, I'll get our assistant to get some.
Stop playing, man. Stop playing, my man.
Stop messing with you.
Yeah, if you don't mind, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I can
appreciate it. But yeah, it's one of those situations where it's like I came down and I started off, you know what I'm saying, I was wilding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, you know, women played a big part in it because I'm a man who dealt with trauma, so I took my trauma out on women around me, so I hurt other people when I just really needed healing. You know, they be like, man, sleep with X, Y, and Z amount of women because they're feeding off their ego.
Yeah.
You know, you allow your ego to play so much of a role within your success, so much a role in your growth, so much a role in your life, you never realize who you're hurting along the journey. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, you know, this could even be a public apology. My intentions was never to hurt anybody. My intentions was to heal. You know? So me lashing out, hurting people amongst my journey was, I never realized how much my trauma was bleeding out of me. It was oozing out of me. You know what I'm saying? My childhood ideologies became detrimental to my adult journey.
Hey, you talking about me like my therapist right now. This be a conversation with my therapist.
I'm a big advocate for mental health. I read a lot of mental health books. I read a lot of books on trauma. So, and you know, with me being like I'm a marketing guy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
you got to.
You know, I had even this right here. I had to learn how to speak. You know,
I'm still learning. Hey, think about it. People don't understand. You always gonna keep learning.
Yeah.
And you always gonna keep healing. Every day you face some new trauma.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, like at one point I was a womanizer. I'm not ashamed to say it. I was a womanizer. But that version of me, that died a while back. Man, like exactly how you said you apologize to the women. I apologize to everybody that did get hurt during that time.
Yeah.
Cause me, I was like this. I knew you were with me. I'm gonna take you through hell. And I said, you deserve that. So I'd rather keep it what it was.
Yeah, but it isn't necessarily just apologizing to women.
I apologize
It's
to myself.
apologizing to people in general.
Yeah.
You know, I had to learn to let go of so much pain. So much pain from my childhood of constantly feeling like I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not someone who deserves to be loved. How can I love someone else if I never felt I deserved love?
And you never loved yourself.
So I go searching for love in other people and I don't know what love is. You know what I mean?
Look, I had a conversation with my mom during COVID.
Yeah.
And the funny about it, this is my first time I realized your mom actually had a real conversation.
Yeah.
I told her about everything I'm facing and everything else too. And it's not the fact that like I ain't never experienced that type of love. That I came from a single mother household.
Yeah.
I ain't never had no real father figure. My granddad, my father figure, he died in the first year of high school.
Yeah.
So basically from my first year of high school to then, I had to really wing it on my own.
And you're angry though.
And I was angry. I was mad at my
You're
granddad.
mad.
I was mad as
You're
hell.
mad. You wanna know why you were mad? Because no one ever taught you how to heal from trauma.
Exactly. Until I started going to therapy.
Yeah.
And when I started going to therapy,
Yeah.
I realized the way I was thinking, it wasn't the right way.
No, it wasn't.
It was me, it was a little child in me screaming out for help.
Screaming, wants help.
Yelling like,
Wants help.
help! He was
Wants
drowning.
help. You know,
He was drowning.
We suffocate our inner child in order to do what we feel is best.
Yeah.
And we don't know what is best. You know, I'm constantly swimming. You know, I look at life as just one big ocean. You know, somebody drops you off in the middle of it. What they see, either you're gonna drown or you're gonna swim.
Yeah.
Even when you think you're swimming, you're still drowning. Because because deep down inside, you know, every man is just looking for a father to take care of them. You know, so we go around, I tell people all the time, a lot of people think it's weird, a lot of people think, oh man, I don't know about that. I'm like, bro, it's okay to look at another man and find a father in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of times, you know what I'm saying, sometimes we call it a mentor, but sometimes you're just looking for a father figure.
Yeah.
I found,
guide.
yeah,
Someone
like,
to help guide you do your thing, your struggles and your obstacles you face in life, because everybody needs somebody.
yeah.
People like, oh, you're a man, you don't need to ask for help. I was like, just because I'm a man.
Oh, you a man while you crying?
Exactly. I was like, so, I try to flip it all the way to, me and my aunt get into this all the time.
Yeah, of course.
Because she's told me, oh, a man should be able to take care of the household and everything else too. I say, so if your son needs help right now, would you help him? She said, no. Now, if your daughter calls you and asks you for help, would you help her? Yes. And that stereotype, that how they got, oh, man supposed to do this. I'm like, man, there's no such thing as one type of man, and every man needs help.
When we put these gender roles on people, that's how men commit suicide.
We got a high suicide rate.
You know what I mean?
Gender-wise.
What they say, heavy is the head that wears the crown, or was it uneasy is the head that wears the crown? So you only can put so much weight on somebody's shoulders before you snap.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? People aren't meant to endure everything. You know, as a man, you're supposed to be the provider. You're supposed to be tough. You're supposed to be strong. Wipe your tears, boy, you a man now. You know, these are the masculinity traits that people teach you, which need to be unlearned. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of times the older generation wants to look at everybody as being sensitive. It's not me being sensitive. It's me understanding that the trauma you dealt with is not my trauma. I shouldn't have to constantly relive your pain the way you were treated. You know, you get to a certain age where you realize your parents are no longer superheroes. They were just normal people. So you have to learn to even cut them slack. You have to learn to forgive them. Because if you constantly hold on to that grudge, that hate, my parents say do this, your parents did the best they could.
Yeah.
Your parents only teaching you or trying to do better than what their parents did.
For them.
And you don't know what all they endured. You don't know what all trauma they went from. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like, you know what I'm saying? Heal, King. Yes. And you know, that's why I said, like, me, you know what I'm saying? I came to, you know, I came to Florida. You know, I immediately, you know, looking around, no help, you know, screw it. I'm just going to figure out a way, you know. So, you know, I talked to this one guy, you know, I eventually joined the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
I joined the Chamber of Commerce in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. And I was around like the youngest person there. You get what I'm saying? So this time,
I think I'll be seeing you on the news all the time.
man, look, I have been in the news.
Now I know this. Now I know I've seen him before. I was like,
I have been in news articles, magazines, so much, everywhere. It is, it was like, man, once I joined Chamber of Commerce, I started getting around an older crowd. And then you start picking up little gems here and there. My first speech, because they get you to go on stage, a 30-minute spiel, and say you are, oh my God, I swear, looking back on it, I swear it was the worst thing ever. I swear it was the worst speech ever. I went on stage.
Trust me, it wasn't as bad as you thought it was, but always keep that in the back of your pocket. Be like, all right, next time I get on stage, I'm gonna blow this shit out of the park.
Yeah, see, I've been on stage numerous amount of times at this point, schools and everything. So then, I go and say hi, you know what I mean? Hi, my name is Taki Brown. I'm from Jackson, Tennessee, and I want to give back to the community and volunteer as much as I can. Everybody, they clap because they see I'm trying, but I knew it was bad. It's a lot of business savvy stuff. A lot of people don't teach you on how to give an elevator pitch and how to shake somebody's hand, and how when you meet somebody, immediately, hi, I'm Taki Brown. It's like, hi, I'm with Wall Street Marketing, and you go to your last name, you go to your name last. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Or you got a name tag, so a lot of times you don't even got to mention your name. You just say the company that you're with. It's so many tactics, but I started going to a lot of ribbon cuttings and started getting more involved, and I started joining a charity, and then what I would say was one of the best things to ever happen to me was I joined 100 Black Men in Pensacola.
You're part of 100 Black Men?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Tell most people don't know about that.
Yeah.
Explain to them what 100 Black Men is.
What is 100 Black Men in Pensacola? Man, it is a game changer. 100 Black Men in Pensacola, you take these kids from different type of environments and you teach them to develop as men. You teach them not only as men, but you teach them to become better than they was yesterday. It's different adults from all different walks of life. It might be police officers, school teachers, business owners, CEOs, entrepreneurs, all part of this one collective group, teaching the kids in just these rough environments. And, we're just planting these seeds to help develop the mind. We're changing and we're breaking generational curses. Generational curses. I feel like that's what we should change it to. Generational curses breaker. Because that's honestly what it is.
Exactly.
Making a change in the community. Like the quote I go by, I live by, be the change you want to see.
As a matter of fact, and that you got a
charity
event.
I do.
Kind of coming up.
I do.
I remember you sent me the flyer that said be the change.
Be the change you want to see.
Talk about that. How you get started? I understand you're basically telling how you got started with the Chamber of Commerce and you got started with charity, but is this like your own charity or is it a charity you partnered up with?
So be the change you want to see. It is me. It's my baby. It originally started last year. I set it to 1 hour. 1 hour. Keep in mind by this time last year, I'm involved in so many different things. I'm going X, Y, and Z. So, I do the Be the Change You Want to See charity event. I set it for 1 hour long. I end up staying close to 3 hours of people constantly pouring in from all walks of life. We're talking real estate agents, just community guys, just X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, oh, this is bigger than me.
You just said something there.
Yeah.
Most people don't understand what that is like, being a part of something bigger than you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at first you start off you thinking self, and then something turns into. Tell them how that felt when you found out it was bigger than you.
It was a lot to take in. It was a lot to take in when I found out it was bigger than me. I had a reporter come out there from VIP Destin. He put me in the magazine and everything. I was like, this is bigger than me. You do something, just, simple charity event. Everybody wants to give back to the community. Yes. And it really shows you who you are or what you mean to the community. And when I say it took on a mind of itself, you sit back and reflect on how much you really help people. You sit back and reflect on what this really did. Not only for the homeless shelter, that I gave back to, but from people being able to communicate and network with different people they probably have never met in their life. I was like, oh, this, it's out of here. You know what I mean? It's out of here.
Ooh, so what did your charity mainly focus on?
That's what's crazy. Giving back to the community. What I'm learning to build it to become. Because it's the second time me doing something. So what I'm trying to build it to become is to just give back. Start going to school. Because I speak at schools.
Okay.
I speak at schools. So I'm trying to have it be the change you want to see. Literally going out. It's boots on the ground.
Yes.
As the military might say, it's boots on the ground.
Yes.
It's people going and really making a difference. Action. Action speaks louder than words. It's people action. That's what I would say. It is action packed. It's changing lives.
How did it feel when you first time you realized that you changed somebody's life? Because me just catching your energy and your vibe, I feel like you was in tears a little bit, and it was like overwhelming, and you realize, man, I touched somebody. Was it along the lines?
I never changed anybody's life.
What?
They changed my life.
I like that. I like that.
Because how narcissistic would that be for me to say that I myself, Taki Brown, change somebody's life? That is the most narcissistic, egotistic statement I could possibly ever make. I never changed their life. When I go out here and speak to these kids at all these different schools, they change me. When I go out and my bad if I get a little emotional right now.
Go ahead, bro.
Sorry, but
I cried on here before.
my bad. I could never. My bad.
Go ahead. Hey, take your time.
I could never speak to a generation of kids and claim that I'm changing their life. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's wrong with me. These kids, you see yourself in them. Yeah. You see the trauma that they're going through. You see the single parent homes. You see these kids give you these testimonies on how they've been in abusive situations with family members, and they pour into you and they tell you, thank you, sir. You really helped me when you spoke. Thank you, sir. I really felt what you were saying. It's emotional. It's powerful. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful feeling when someone can come up to you and they relate to you, and you do some self-reflection, on the person that you are, the person you're growing into, and the change that you want to be, you want to continuously be. Like, I have been to so many schools in this area now. I went to a mental health conference in Niceville, went out to Crestview High School, talked to a higher learning class, did an award ceremony at Chipley ROTC Awards Banquet. I was just recently at an elementary school where I'm about to start a breakfast club every Tuesday. I'm talking to kids and stuff. Yeah, and this, like I said, just I'm really, it's getting to the point I'm giving back. Like, getting ready to start working with the alternative school now, trying to give these kids a second chance. I don't want to see any young kid go to jail because of mental health.
Exactly. And because a lot of teachers don't understand their situations, and they put them in this box. And it's sad. Like, I like to look at it like this. A lot of the school system is kind of outdated.
It is. It's sad.
And you can't keep teaching these kids the same way they was teaching people back in the day and expecting things to change, because I got a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Like when you said like kids change you, yeah, my kids they changed me to the point where like the shell that I was, I grew that, and now it's like I got this bigger umbrella of thing that I'm responsible for, and like it's sad because like my son is like one of the few brown kids in the school, and I'm looking at the representation and stuff. I'm like, dang. And my son, he was getting bullied already last year because kids won't play with him because he's like, oh, they won't play with me because like, I'm brown. Yeah. Then he got braces and he's like, oh, they sound scary because he got twists in his head. Yeah. And
of course, I'm saying we could talk offline about what school that I would love to go to school and speak. I'll go there and speak. Yeah. I mean,
I love that because he actually, my son is the reason why I became a mentor at Escambia County School District now. Because I was like, man, as much I had to uplift him sometimes when he come in from school, I was like, man, there are other kids just going through the same thing. And they feel like it's lost on this island.
How do you, because I have a hard time doing this sometimes, how do you go speak to the kids at the school after you've been having award-winning day the day before and leave all your ego at the door? I think sometimes that is hard.
And trust me, I didn't have that happen yet. But I didn't realize, like you said, it's not about you at that time. It's about the kids. Because look, that one kid you reach changed his whole aspect of his possibility of what he can do in life. Because when you see that light in him grow from this dim light to boom. Yeah. It's like, oh, he came from the same circumstance I came from. He had the same obstacle I came from. Look at him. Yeah. Like my son, like he tell you right now, he want to be on TV. He want to be Nick Cannon or Steve Harvey. I tell him straight, I was like, hey, they don't need another Nick Cannon. They don't need another Steve Harvey. They need the first landing. So look, I'm like, you want to do this?
There's a few Nick Cannons out.
Yeah, there's a few Nick Cannons. Yeah, you can see. I'm like, you can pick. I want you to pick up stuff from him that you like.
I like Nick Cannons though. My bad. That's
what he do. Hey, people not Nick. But Nick be keeping it real, and everything that man do and have done. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm part of my top 4 celebrities. 5 celebrities I look up to and I pick up stuff from.
All right, what? All right, top 5.
No order. I can't do it.
I can't do it.
No order. All right, Joe Budden.
Okay.
Charlamagne the God.
Okay.
Kanye West.
Go.
Nick Cannon and Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Who was to do order? Kanye West to be what though?
Yeah. And then everybody's time a second.
Yeah, because I be watching like the Joe Budden and the Charlamagne's talk, and it really be teaching me how to talk even in these type of surroundings or even in these type of interviews and stuff like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, just looking up to them. And also, this isn't an ad, but if it was, hey, shout out to Starbucks. I know y'all see me drinking this Starbucks cup. So if you want to sponsor this, you know what I mean? What's that, this podcast?
Hey, for Boys and Men, hey, Starbucks, I've been asking y'all to do this for every episode. I be having my Starbucks cup always on here.
Also, I want to give a big shout out to Starbucks.
For the H2O.
Yeah, for the water.
High quality H2O.
High quality H2O. Starbucks is the choice of a drink for me.
Oh, yes.
Hey, sponsorship. Sponsor us.
Yes. Especially a charity, man. So, what day is that charity event happening?
I got my phone on me. But
I think it was September 17th, right?
I think this was just...
Yeah, September 17th. See, I wish I had off the back, but I'm horrible right now about that.
Hey, we've been having deep conversations.
Yeah, it's like you just switched into business. I'm like, oh, what day is it? It's on my Instagram. It's on my Instagram page.
What is your Instagram?
My Instagram page is Taki _Brown. You know, TAKI _Brown. You know, you can see my head. That's the underscore line right there. And TAKI. It ain't a words on the screen, but imagine it was BROWN. Brown.
Yes, I'm gonna make sure I put that up there on there because y'all gotta go check his page out, man. I did a little scanning. Got a lot of good content on there, man.
Appreciate it.
Look, the dude touching a lot of lives already. I can tell, and he's gonna touch way more. Like, oh yeah, you say you're gonna be your number one motivational speaker.
Yeah, that's me, number one motivational speaker in the world. I'm constantly giving energy out to my people. We live by a 3C concept. 3C concept. Let's start it off with the first one is the first C is confidence. Have confidence to walk in any room and be prepared to take over and change life. Man, control. Always have control of your environment and never let your environment control you. Creativity. No matter what the odds you face or what you go against, be able to be creative enough to change the situation in your way so you can truly make a difference. It goes by the quote and the motto that I live by. Be the change you want to see.
Damn. Hey, shit. Oh,
Hey, I'm PR trained.
Hey,
Stop playing. Yeah. Yeah.
I need somebody from PR.
Yeah. PR training.
Yeah. Hey, man. Look, if they ain't give you chills, I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Look, I ain't got these chills in like other than like listening to ET.
Yeah, man.
But funny thing about it, motivational speaking been like a big thing that took over my life since 2012.
Yeah.
So the last 10 years basically. And
I say motivational, which I listen to in the morning.
Yeah.
It's just the same morning affirmations.
Yeah.
I don't even say motivational more. Hey, I must listen to my morning affirmations.
Yes, get you in the right mindset. When you listen to that, most people don't understand because my kids hate it. Because in the morning, well, actually my son, he already.
I don't mean to cut you off, but if you change the way you think, then you change your reality.
Woo! Hey, I ain't gotta say nothing no more. I'm just let him do my talking for me.
Hey, man, I'm here, man.
Cause look, I tell people, but I'm like, sometimes they gotta see it for themselves.
Mm-hmm. And I ain't trying to keep this interview forever long, constantly going, but a lot of times people wake up in the midst of immediately listening to shoot 'em up, bang bang music. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't look at that, but that's also mental brainwashing.
Yeah.
So you listen to something so much that you tend to believe that this is your life that you're living. You get these imaginary enemies that you never created, but how the Bible go? The tongue has the power to speak life and death. So if you're constantly listening to the tongue speak death, in situations, then it eventually takes over your life. It takes over your mental. It takes over your train of thought. It's like Instagram. The endorphins no longer come from Instagram and the instant gratification that you get from that. Your instant gratification comes from the music that you listen to, the music that you brainwash yourself into, the music that you constantly get involved with. You feel that this is the life that you should live. That's why these kids listen to these type of music, and the system has this school to prison pipeline that these kids get involved with, and they build up these prisons around these environments that these kids getting brainwashed in. These kids getting brainwashed in. So it's like they so busy getting brainwashed, they're not getting the opportunity to change lives. You know what I'm saying? You put in police officers in the schools instead of putting more teachers in and giving them a bigger budget so they can actually change lives. That's my issue here. Yeah. That's my issue here with this whole situation. You feel me? You mad at these kids because the product of their environment listen to, they can relate to the shoot 'em up street music. I'm not saying it's the right thing for them to do, but unless you put more teachers in there that really care, it can really change lives. What else do you expect for them to see if all they see is drug dealers and people getting killed, but they also got money, cars, and clothes, and the girls, like I said earlier, what else? Yeah, what else do you expect for them to look up to? Go put more people in the school that actually change their lives. Email these CEOs of companies. I'm pretty sure they would love to go speak to these kids. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Don't lock them up. You know what I'm saying? Change their mindset so therefore it changed the way that they see their environment. I keep saying it and I keep drilling on this. Be the change that you want to see. Come on. Come on.
Thank you, because I be talking about that all the time. I was like, it's funny, the police budget, every other budget seems like it's going up, but yet we ain't paying these teachers who got the most important role in our kids' lives more. And like, I feel like they should be just as valued as police officers, if not more.
And the thing is this isn't no, oh man, we don't need the police in no environment. This is nothing like that.
No.
This is nothing like that. What I'm saying is build our kids up so it makes situations easier on everybody else. We're trying to break generational curses here. We're trying to change environments. If it's a good cop in the school, maybe we need more police officers. These kids want to be cops when they get older.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When I grew up, it was a simple task that everybody wanted to be. Let's just be realistic. We're 90s babies.
Yeah.
So the options were simple. We wanted to be firefighters, police officers, doctors, lawyers, and ambulance people.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I want to be the Rock.
I should have looked at
Hey, I used to watch. Hey, I used to have to sneak in my mama's room because she was like watching wrestling. She wouldn't let us watch it. I'll be under the door like this and seeing the TV. I was like, I saw
You
the
was
Rock.
Wait.
I was trying to. I had to sneak.
So you was under the door while your mama was wrestling?
No, she'll watch wrestling. She was watching WWF because back then they showed titties every now and then. Yeah, they showed titties every now and then back in the day. That's the attitude era. But look,
It was the TV?
yeah, on the regular TV on cable. Yeah, she wasn't wrestling, bro.
But I'm not saying that.
Trauma moment. No, look.
Wait, right now, now you crazy.
No, look, I always want to be the Rock. And look, we used to go to every wrestling event, and we just think, I was like, oh, the Rock gonna come. Never showed up. Broke my heart. Met his cousin. I met Rakisha, but Rakisha lived him.
Hey, Hill King. You feel?
Rock, you know me.
Oh,
You
man.
smell what I'm cooking?
I ain't gonna lie, I've been enjoying this interview with you, man.
I'm doing this one too. Look, man. All right. Is there another point you want to talk about before anything else? Because look, we talk about the charity, we talk about your past. I already know what you're planning to do for the future. But you know what, in fact, I know what I need you to do.
Yeah.
You hit me with a little motivation. But I need you to talk to I want you to give advice to your younger self when you was in high school. What would you tell your younger self now? You're looking back. You're like, say, like both of y'all in the same room. You seen the LeBron commercial when they both in the same
of course.
room. Talk to your little self. Because
What would I say to my younger self? It's okay. Life gets better. It won't always be like this. It's okay. I promise you. Just wait. Trust the process, man. I got you. It's always tomorrow. Life gets hard, no one likes, people say all the time, I don't know if you're a card player, people say all the time, oh man, I don't like the hand that I was dealt, and stuff like that. Sometimes you might not like the hand you're dealt, but there will always be another game. If you don't like the hand, sometimes you just gotta reshuffle the deck and play the cards you're dealt, and who knows, one day you'll get a full house.
yeah. Hey, I like that. Hey, I might have to steal that as a quote. Just let you know, I'm copyright. I gotta get a copyright. But no, hey.
And also, don't lean on something so much that your crutch becomes the reason that you're in a wheelchair.
Well, you gotta break that one down a little deeper. Tell them what you mean by that, because I know it went over somebody's head.
Don't lean on something so much that your crutch becomes a wheelchair. We allow our situations from our past to hold us back for so long that it eventually paralyzes us to the point that we can no longer advance, we can no longer continue to grow in the way that we should be, and we become complacent and, excuse me if I'm saying the wrong word, but we create a mindset of dogma. Mm-hmm. You're constantly living the same thing, or PTSD. You let this PTSD disable you, where you're just constantly reliving trauma. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that trauma and stuff. People don't go through things, but learn to heal and get therapy. I say mental health is big for me. I've been in therapy a lot. Read books on trauma. Learn to love you again, because I promise you, it's always gonna be a better day.
Yes, man. Bro, Taki, man. Taki, bro, y'all, man, thank you again for coming on this episode from Boys and Men. Like he was saying, man, we find y'all the young version of y'all take out the masks that y'all put over time as y'all evolved over life and reconnect the inner child, that purity inside.
And the biggest question, I know a lot of people wondering, so what's next? What do you say to yourself when you get, when I think about all the things I've done in life, the good, the bad, the ugly, the constant question I always ask myself is, was it worth it?
Ooh. I got to answer that question. I always say yes, because of this. I made every right decision to be where I'm at right now.
Even though that might be true, you forever gonna ask yourself,
Was it worth it?
Have those days, was it worth it?
Trust me.
Thank you for having me, man.
You already know it. Hey, every day, man. Bro, Taki, man, thank you again, man. This was a real inspirational episode, man. Make sure y'all check out the charity event on the 17th.
Yeah, 17th.
Man.
Go to my Instagram page and more information.
Check out his Instagram page. Man, bro, if y'all didn't get nothing out of this one, y'all re-listen to it about 10 times, because hopefully by then you understood the message of this episode, man. But like I say before I always leave, man, dream big dreams, because small dreams have a little magic. And how big would you dream you know you couldn't fail? And remember this, you do your best, and let God take care of the rest. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all again for tuning in. Peace, love, happiness, and y'all know we out.
I know that I'm different, self-motivated, self-disciplined, yeah. I learned from my experience. I just want someone to take me serious. Real questions that I ask. How long will this solo trip last? I'm content with being alone in the past, but it's changing and it's something I can't grasp. Turn off my phone, I'm in my zone, so now I'm acting different. I'm to myself, I'm in my head, mapping out this life I'm living. Shadow work on myself, I done already seen hell. Can't fit in, so I rebel, but I don't miss a beat. I don't miss a beat.